Hello YouTube, welcome back. We're back with another PowerShell video. In this one we're going to look at the import module commandlet and basically how to work with modules, how to get commands in, how to import different modules based on various properties and that sort of stuff. So without further ado, let's get started. To import, modules are like libraries in Python. You could pip install and then start importing them into your script, your Python script or Python program. Similarly, you do modules. Modules are a bit different. You import them into the current session of the currently running PowerShell. So if I do import module, I could import any module. Let's quickly have a look at what modules we have. So I can do get module, and these are all the modules that I have available for me to import. And in this table we can see what type of module they are. I'll tell you what manifests and scripts are. Well, you know what scripts are. This is the version number, and this is just the name of the module. And like you can see, these modules are PowerShell management modules, security and utility modules. And there's different commands that'll be exported. Basically they'll be imported into the current session. These are all the commands. Well, not all of them, but these are most of the commands. So if I do import module, I can pass a name parameter, and I want to say plaster, and that'll give me, so that's when it goes to the next line, that means that the import was successful. I can import another module, there's some built-in modules. I'll try one of those. PS diagnostics. Okay, that one's available. It's okay, it is listed. Sorry, it is listed here. I didn't realize. So I could do that, and then if I say get command to see what commands are now available in the current session, I could say get command module PS diagnostics. Right, these are all the commands available. Now when I import a module, right, I can say import module name plaster, and I can say I can add a prefix to those commands. I can say hyphen prefix, so it's easy to see which ones are the ones that we imported. So I can say prefix $x and then pass through, and see all these commands now have $x in the start, and it shows what earlier when I did plaster import, it just went back to the next line. But now it shows me the exported commands. So adding a prefix is a good way of seeing what commands are being imported. I can also do get module. We did get module to see what modules are available. I can pass other parameters to this commandlet, and it'll give me a whole list of available modules to be imported into PowerShell that it can find on my local machine, or it could find. So these are all the sources. So in C Windows it found so many modules. In program files PowerShell modules it found these two, and the rest it found in VS Code, because I installed some modules in VS Code. So it searches through your file system and gives you all the available modules that I can import. Right? I can very well get modules and pipe them all to import module, and this will import all the modules that are available. It's not recommended. You only load the ones you're using up more memory if you're loading modules that you're never going to use. So I wouldn't do this, but that's how you could quickly import every module there is. You can use variables, so I could just say for the last command, I can just say $plaster equals, right, $plaster equals get module name plaster, and then I can just try to print $plaster to see what's in it, and it tells you what it is. It says the script version. Basically it's got the same output of whether you do get module name plaster, but it's storing not the output of that command, it's storing that object itself, or that module itself as an object would be the right way to say it. I could also do import module, and I could say module info. There's another switch to this command, which is module info, and I can just pass $plaster and the import will still work. It's just that it stored all of this information of the object, and you can pass the object to this module info parameter. And that's another way of importing modules. You could also import modules in a specified path, like we saw some paths here, where like the Visual Studio Code path, I could just pass this directory structure as a value to a parameter, and to the name parameter, I could do import module. I say name, and then I just provide the path. Right, so name, and then we provide the path, and then if I press enter, it'll load all the. It's complaining about something. It wasn't loaded because no valid module file was. Okay, so it didn't find any module files because they're from VS Code, and it uses a different strategy to import and maintain the modules. So that's how that works. If you have a path of where you've downloaded some module from the internet, you could just supply the path. You could also, well, there's other cool things you could do, like restricting who can use certain modules or import certain modules, but I won't show that at the moment. And you can also create custom objects and import them to use, because that'll be that is a bit advanced, and I don't think we have all the time for it now. The video is already pretty significant size, so I think we can end here. If you got any questions, do leave me a comment, and I'm happy to help. If you have any topics that you want me to cover, just leave comments and I'll pick them up. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you like this video, please share with your friends. Comment if you'd like to start a conversation. Come on, don't be shy. And hit the subscribe button now.